office. Now, as I said, Dad runs the family business, an architecture firm founded by Grandpa in the 1970s. And over these past 5 summers, I've had the opportunity to work as part of that family business down in White Plains at their main office. Well, I must have pissed someone off because they exiled me this summer up here to Warwick to be on site.
What's wrong with Warwick?
Nothing, it's just really far from Carmel.
Tell me about it. I had to drive every day.
Yeah, that's right, during the campaign. That's right. And Dad drove me to White Plains when we drove, so I slept the entire way. So that was much nicer too. I don't even get radio stations in the car. On my own. But working under anybody, and working under someone like Dad, you get to learn pretty quickly how they think, and you get to learn how they combat crises. Now, in Dad's situation, there's never a crisis. And the reason is because the definition of a crisis is, quote, the point at which hostile elements are most tensely opposed to each other. Now, there's never a crisis for Dad because he never allows that tense atmosphere to exist. And trust me, there is plenty in this job to make anybody else cringe. In the last 2 weeks, we've had contractors who cut the wrong floor supports. Yeah, we had, it's scary. Had to seal that one off. That gave us some excitement on a Friday. And another one who took away 30,000 square feet of roofing instead of the recommended 2,000. Now, these are situations that anybody else would adequately and accurately describe as crises, but not Dad. And a perfect example was just last night. As I was going through my regular routine of panicking before an event, Mom, Mary Beth knows, because I was on the phone with her, getting this video from Nan ready. And Mom came downstairs and she said, "What's the problem?" And Dad said, "We have no problems here, we only have solutions." And because Dad's philosophy is simple. If you sit back, if you just think about the problem, then there is a solution. You just have to patiently and honestly look at it. And so we have a choice. We can continue to scream and yell. We can blame all this country's problems on the Democrats, or we can blame them all on the Republicans. Or we can take Dad's advice. We can shut up. We can think. We can work. And we can begin to solve the serious problems plaguing this nation together. It's time to stop pointing fingers, and it is time to start shaking hands. These are serious times, and it's time that we start acting seriously, appropriately for these times. In my generation, we're angry. Angry not with hate, but angry because we love America, and we don't like what's happened to her. We're unsure of our own futures, and we're unsure of the future of this fine nation. We're lacking inspiration. We're desperate for some hope. But I will tell you that where there is a void, there will be an untamed force. And my generation, the next generation, will stand up to be that force. We will grab the reins of this nation and steer her into the proper and due course. And we have effected positive change before. We've done it here. We've done it across New York State and across our country. And that's because we have a vision for this country. And we have the energy to make that vision into a reality. But it starts with us. What we young people are willing to do to preserve tomorrow for our own generation, and how we hold current officials responsible for providing us with the foundation to build the rest of our lives. And so we can begin by setting aside the idea that we have no role in government, throwing out that notion that our opinions don't matter, setting aside that nostalgia of self-pity, and standing up to be a voice for our generation. The fight starts here and now, tonight, together, in Monroe and Orange County, into Putnam and Dutchess and Ulster and Rockland, down to Nassau and Westchester, across our state and into Pennsylvania, from Rhode Island out to California and Montana to Texas. We will stand up to be a voice for our generation and to defend our futures, and our futures will be the future of the United States of America. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank you all for being with us.